So what year you born? What year you born?
Born in April 25th, 1947.
1947. Do you remember what day and week is it? Do you remember what day? I mean, what day of the week is it?
The date of the week?
Yeah.
Well, it must be I don't know, it's the fourth day of fourth week of the month, or depends on whatever that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember something that your parents told you when you were born?
Well, not really.
Okay. Okay, so where were you born?
In New Brunswick.
In Brunswick.
I forgot about that. Yeah, New Brunswick.
Hamilton, New Brunswick, yeah.
Oh, so you just moved here in house.
Yeah, I'm French, right? Canadian French.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
And we do have a great grandparents that we would have to look up to try to find when they were the early 1900s, because they were Mi'kmaq.
Yeah. Wow.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Really?
So the father that took the Mi'kmaq girl is his wife.
Yeah.
She married a man from Scotland, McGrath.
Oh, really? Scotland?
Scotland?
She married McGrath. So they learned Gaelic. And she never spoke her Indian language anymore.
Yeah.
And when she went with him,
Yeah.
her great grandfather, then she learned Gaelic. So the Gaelic, she taught her daughter Gaelic, and then they learned Gaelic. The other daughter, the other three daughters, like my grandmother, they all knew how to speak Gaelic.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Through the
Really?
Scottish man, right?
Wow, yeah.
Then they learned. Then it
Weird.
became the French
Yeah.
from the grandfather that was born in France. Then they started to learn French.
Oh.
So it's basically English was the last language.
Yes.
I wish I was to speak French, but yeah. Okay, so moving on. Did you go to university or college?
No, I just went to junior high, really. So it's the only opportunity I had.
Yeah, I understand that.
I didn't have anybody to really give me any real support to go through high school, right? And I learned my hairdresser's course.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
you were a
worked out here for
hairdresser.
40 years off and on. Yeah. And I've been fishing with my husband for 20 years.
Can I borrow your phone?
So I got my fisherwoman's license. And I fish with him.
That's pretty bomb. I got music playing.
Okay. So, what was your first job?
My first job?
Yeah.
I had several jobs before I became a hairdresser. Yeah, so I worked as a chambermaid in a hotel. I worked cleaning in the hospitals, cleaning company. And then, what else did I have? I worked at Mount St. Vincent as a person that worked in the Mount St. Vincent convent,
Yeah?
where I was clean everywhere wherever the nuns wanted us to clean. So I served the meals to the bishop that was there.
Yeah.
And then after I get the meals, I'll serve to him. And then Bishop Hayes is from here in Cole.
Oh, really?
And he was a bishop at the time.
Oh.
Yeah, and so I got to learn all about certain things from the nuns, right?
Yeah.
And then I lived there. So I left home when I was 15.
15?
Yeah, and I got a job from unemployment insurance to be right there at the convent. So I stayed there, and then in between the kitchen stuff, I would go and I would clean a lot of other things like his apartment, Bishop's apartment, and I would clean bathrooms, bunch of bathrooms. So, I just had a real different experience of different jobs in my life. So, anyway, it didn't hurt me, right?
So, what did you like or not like about it?
About
Your job?
job? Well, I guess it was sort of like slave labor. when you come right down to it, because I mean the nuns are pretty hard on you. I mean I went to French school for 6 years, and you know, and all I had was an English reader and English speller, right? So for 6 years, all the subjects were in French. Our Catholic Church, our Mass, everything, and so basically then it changed over to English, the Mass and stuff. But it's a French village where I lived. Not in Hamilton, but in Minto, New Brunswick, the coal mine place, where my people went there to go to work after the war. Yeah, so it's sort of like I say, it was a good school. It's just a daytime school, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't no school like where the Indians went, right?
That's French school too.
Yeah.
Have you heard?
Okay, so moving on to our next question. Do you know the meaning of your family name?
The meaning of my family name?
Yeah.
You mean my maiden name?
Yeah, your maiden name.
Oh, Paddy.
Do you know what the meaning of
I don't even know what that is.
I'm not sure because my father's grandparents were born in Quebec. I never got to be with my father after my father left my mother with 4 kids at 20 years old.
Oh.
So they had to be separated. And, some of my brothers and sisters had to be taken foster home. So I never really, I only got to know one brother that lived in the community that was living with one of the people that adopted him. And then the other children, I got to see my sister the first time when she was 13. And she came to Minto. Yeah. So basically, you know, it was sort of like, you know, sort of lonely, really.
Yeah.
My grandmother took care of me, but she couldn't take care of all the rest of them. So.
That's hard.
Crazy.
Have you ever had any nicknames as a child or as an adult?
No, well, my second name is Lizette, same as my daughter. Yeah.
I never knew that.
But I never had a birth certificate when I went to get married, right?
Oh, really?
So when I was spelling my name is Lisette, same as I spelled hers. But when I got my birth certificate, it was Lizette. That's the funniest thing about it. But I had already got my social insurance number and all that stuff, right? So, and my marriage certificate's got that name on it too. So I didn't want to change anything at that point, right?
That's good. Oh, okay.
And I got a brother that lives in Sackville now. The brother that I actually got to know as a child. He's 3 years younger than me, and he lives in Sackville. So we did get to pretty close that way. Sackville.
Okay. So, do you have any hobbies or special interests?
Well, I like gardening,
Gardening?
walking and stuff like that. Gardening and stuff, yeah.
Do you enjoy any particular sports?
Pardon me?
Do you enjoy any particular sports?
I always just like baseball and, you know, sort of I was like a tomboy. And baseball, skating.
Wow. Who do you trust and depend on?
Who do I trust and depend on? Well, I trust my husband, you know, and I usually, you know, depend on myself.
Yes.
Okay. If you could go back to any age, if you could go back to any age, which age would it be and why?
Which age would it be? I don't know. I can't say I really want to change anything.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
But
though.
I enjoyed fishing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed full-time fishing. It was very, very calm and, you know, very, very serene, and it's enjoyable because it's like, you know, out in the out in the water, in the air, fresh air and stuff. Yeah.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Just coping, relaxing. Laid back.
And we used to take the kids out in the summertime.
Yeah.
They would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, had a very big huge lunch made the night before. And then we'd go haul our gear. They'd get in the bunks to go to sleep. And then after we hauled the gear, we go in the anchor and we'd have our lunch. And they get to see all the fish we caught. Yeah. So they got an education on the water.
Count the fish.
Because not everybody gets to go on a boat and do that, go to sleep and get out and see everything.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's cheaper than Value Village.
So when you were like younger, did you have any expectations at points in your life about what growing older would be like for you?
Like vintage teacups,
Not really. I mean, I just go with the flow of life, I guess.
Yeah. Same.
Basically, I can't change anything, whatever goes on, right?
Okay.
for a teacup and saucer, and then
I have a lot of bad I wish I could get rid of, but,
That's life.
It is. Okay, so what is your most cherished family tradition?
I'd say every holiday.
I think Christmas the most.
Yeah.
Definitely Christmas.
Yeah, the Christmas is the best.
That's like the happiest time. Why is it important?
Well, it's important to have your family around you.
Get
to
together.
Share the love, right?
What have you liked best about your life so far?
Well, I just like being with my family and stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not really excited about. I mean, I like to have things, money and stuff, but they're not really important.
Yeah.
Family's
Family.
more.
Really.
Yeah. In the end, it's just family.
I mean, in the end, it's all things, and you don't need a whole lot of things all the time, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. For our last question. Over time, how have you changed the way you look like? I mean, how have you changed the way you look at life or people?
Well, I always consider people important, right? And being a hairdresser, I always used to listen to their problems and stuff like that. Because we're not allowed to give any kind of
Negative.
you're not allowed to give any tell them what to do or what they should do. But I have a lot of customers that really thank me for being here.
Yeah, we just can't judge them.
Yeah, because they actually, sometimes they can't get a psychiatrist to come and see their hairdresser, right?
Okay, that's
They
it.
get more information from the hairdresser and it doesn't take as long to see a psychiatrist.
Okay, that's it for our interview. Thank you.
You're welcome.